Okay, Sandy Graham of Hobo Traveler. I just bought a small backpack. Maybe I'm going to call this like a throwaway backpack. This thing cost me $8.50, and kind of a long story, but I'm taking a few extra things to Ivory Coast, and I got an extra computer, and I'm sort of exploding. You have times when you're traveling when more things come in. So I mean, you can always like come to Thailand, buy a bag, and carry that extra stuff home in the bag and do it. If, you know, the airplane did. I'm actually in some great thing where I've got like 40, 50 kilos all the way to Ivory Coast. So Jerome, my travel agent, who helped me buy the ticket, calls me up and says, "Hey Andy, make sure you realize you can buy everything you want for baht." Well, bottom line is I want a bag that I can put my, I usually roll up all my clothes and put it in this, what do you call it? Probably around here somewhere. Oh, it's I roll it up and put it in this coffee bag. Actually, it's like a grain bag, but I may roll it up in and put it in there. So I wanted a bag that was big enough to roll up and put it in there. But what's neat about this bag is if you have a bag just this long and the zipper's that long, it's hard to get things in. So this is nice because it opens up. This is not a low alpine. It's probably a copy of a low alpine, but it's probably not a low alpine. It's a knockoff. Okay, the big problem on things is the zippers. So this one actually has two zippers that come together, and I can use my travel tip of making a backpack lockable where I can put a lock on this. I also wanted it to be, it's got some little backpack straps inside here that I can use to, hey, where's the, well, that's not too convenient. I'll have to put them up there and then undo them if I want to put them in there. But bottom line is I wanted to give this thing to Ba when I was finished. Maybe she'll use it for a while until we get her the proper bag for her. But for, you know, $9, $8, what's the big deal, right? Okay, it's contrary to what you think, a backpack with a lot of pockets on the outside is not a benefit. You want the least amount of pockets on the outside. I mean, if you have one pocket, really it should be big enough for a guidebook or a plane ticket or something that you need. Like a lot of times you need a map as you walk into town. You don't want to put your camera in a pocket that's accessible. Most 90% of the bags they were selling here on Khao Road are made for climbing mountains. They're not made for they're not made for travel. Travel just needs one zipper and open, and then maybe one extra pocket where you put one book, a reading book, or something you need, like you know, a map. Okay, you don't. This has one pocket, and I definitely didn't want to give Bob a backpack that had a lot of pockets, because I know she put things in the pockets and somebody put their hand in there and steal it. Okay, looking at the material, it's kind of nice. This looked like it was a ripstop. Ripstop has little squares, so you're going to see little squares, and there's a thread in there. When you rip it, it stops on that thread. This side is not ripstop, so I don't know. You know, one side's ripstop, maybe. The other side, it's a knockoff, so it's not a real thing. But the operative thing that I was having trouble finding is that this one has a snap. Now listen to snap. A good snap has kind of a solid sound, and a bad snap has kind of a thing. But you don't want them. You want them so they're flexible. If they're really stiff, they pop. They're not really real. So this kind of pops in. But what this does is by pulling this up tight, I keep the tension off the zippers. Then it has another one that pulls in on the ends. So this thing actually is longer than it is, and then these come in to pull in and make it tight. So I'll put a lock on here, then I'll bring this in and basically pull this in, and you want these little clips across the zipper so you can take and keep the pressure off the zipper, because that's what, when they fall down and they go open, that's what busts them. Okay, just a simple little backpack. It's got a handle on the top so I can get in and out of a taxi real quick, put it down. Contrary, it's got a shoulder strap here too, which I'll probably take that off, but I don't like to walk unbalanced. I don't like to walk like this. I mean, what are you going to do? Walk for 2 miles like this? It's fashionable. It's trendy. It looks like these guys with their man purses, but truthfully, ergonomically, it's torture. Strange as it sounds, I often carry my backpack on my head now. I'll put the whole thing on my head because it's got to be one of the best ways to carry something on the planet. If I'm only walking 50 meters, I don't turn around and put it in my backpack. I put it on my head. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's the healthy way to carry something. It's the balanced way. It's got all the pressure distributed all the way around. All that's coming down is one way. I think it's the best way on the planet. I also made it red. Okay, I didn't want it to. I wanted to be able to see it quickly. I never get an all black backpack. I mean, that's just like asking for the kiss of death, because it looks like every other backpack, right? So, you know, $8. It's a not $8.50 investment for short-term storage, but I still wanted to get the best. These are all plastic. They're all going to break. I mean, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. The big problem with, you know, they actually have, I don't know why, but they actually sell fake clips that are just poor quality that just break. I have no idea why you do. I always wondered why China would sell a pair of fingernail clippers that won't even cut your fingernails and are dull. I mean, they sell them, I guess, but who wants to be known for having a market where they make things that break? But, you know, the whole world does it. All they do is they sell what looks good, looks beautiful, but will it function? The great part is that if anything's ripped, we could real cheaply for less than $1 keep putting different layers of stuff on the outside or sewing it up and making it stronger and stronger and uglier, because at the end of the day I want it ugly so that everybody thinks there's nothing of value inside. But who knows, maybe I'll throw it away when I get there.